In 2010, a Dubai businesswoman launched a celebrity TV show because she wanted to be Oprah. She interviewed Bollywood stars and royalty. She plastered her face on massive billboards across Sheikh Zayed Road. And when it was over, she was mortified, completely drained. She told the world, "Please don't judge me for it." But here's the thing, that failure wasn't a setback. It was a creative detour from one of the most powerful retail empires in the Middle East. A billion-dollar empire built from one store, by a woman who calls herself the only diva in the room. This is the story of Sima Ved. Sima Ganwani Ved runs Apparel Group, a retail powerhouse that manages over 85 brands across 2,500 stores in 14 countries, with a workforce of over 27,000 people. Forbes ranks her the 12th most powerful businesswoman in the Middle East. She sat on the panel of Shark Tank Dubai. And she's done all this while embracing a philosophy that most entrepreneurs would call insane. Every decade, she steps outside her comfort zone, whether that's hosting a TV show, writing a newspaper column, or acting in plays. But to understand how she built this empire, you need to go back. Way back. Sima was born in Africa. In the 1970s, her father, a self-made entrepreneur named Lal Ganwani, brought her to Dubai. Dubai in the 1970s wasn't the skyscraper-filled city we know today. It was a city on the brink of transformation. And Sima was watching closely. Her father was a pioneer, a successful businessman who built Lal's group from nothing. But Sima didn't just inherit his genes. She learned something more important. Ambition is contagious. At 20, she started managing a department store in her father's shopping mall. For most people, this would be a comfortable job. For Sima, it was the classroom that taught her the value of hard work and business ethics. But she knew she needed more. So she moved to London and earned a bachelor's degree from King's College London, followed by an MBA in business management. She was armed with education, experience, and a dream. But the real turning point came in 1996. In 1996, Sima and her husband, Nilesh Ved, identified a massive gap in the Middle Eastern market. International brands hadn't arrived yet. Together, they founded Apparel Group, starting with one store. One store. Fast forward to today, 2,500 stores, 85 brands, 14 countries. Brands like Tommy Hilfiger, Skechers, Aldo, and Tim Hortons. How did they grow so fast? It wasn't luck. It was strategy. Sima focused on an omnichannel approach before omnichannel became a buzzword. She adapted, she innovated, and she scaled ruthlessly in a highly competitive market. But building an empire of this size doesn't come without challenges. When you're a woman in the Middle East business world, gender inequality is real. Sima recently gave a speech and was shocked to learn that only 8.2% of Fortune 500 companies are led by women CEOs. When someone in the audience applauded, she stopped them. That's not what you applaud. That's what you abhor. She didn't just talk. She acted. She became the first female YPO member to set up a regional chapter, YPO Ministar, and achieved 52% female membership, the highest of any YPO chapter globally. Now here's where the story gets interesting. Every decade or so, Sima has what she calls a creative phase. In the early 2000s, she wrote a weekly newspaper column for 2 years. She acted in plays. And then, in 2010, she launched High Tea with Sima Ved on Star Plus International. She interviewed Bollywood stars, Lollywood celebrities, and royalty. "I grew up watching Oprah," she admitted. "I wanted to be Oprah, but the show was grueling. Dealing with celebrities drained me completely." She even joked, "Please don't judge me for it." Yet there's something deeply powerful about her willingness to try and fail in public. Her husband, Nilesh, supported her completely, the wind beneath my wings. He let her do her crazy things. And even when the show ended, it left a legacy. Years later, her daughter's friend in Canada was a huge fan of the show, and it helped her daughter make friends in a new country. Sima isn't just building an empire for herself. She's building an empire for her children. She mentored her teenage daughter to launch F5 Global, a sustainable athleisure brand where profits support educating underprivileged children. She helped her eldest daughter, Selena, found Nessa, a beauty marketplace in collaboration with Nykaa, India's beauty powerhouse. Eva Longoria once presented Sima with the Philanthropreneur of the Year award at the Global Gift Gala and said, "When you think about female empowerment, you have a vague figure of someone in your head. But then you meet Sima, and you go, oh, wait a minute, that's female empowerment, that's what it looks like." Sima Ved's story is not just about building a retail empire. It's about breaking the rules and breaking them with style. Most business leaders play it safe. Sima reinvents herself every decade. Most leaders hide their failures. Sima laughs about hers. "Please don't judge me." And that's the secret sauce. When Eva Longoria called her the embodiment of female empowerment, she wasn't just talking about 2,500 stores. She was talking about something deeper, the courage to be the only diva in the room and own it. Her advice to young women? Chase your dreams. Don't be afraid of failure. And never apologize for being ambitious. As she once said, "My duty is to create value, challenge, stay relevant." If you found this story inspiring, hit subscribe. More stories like this coming your way.